Have you ever noticed a missing floor in a building? Or perhaps felt a shiver run down your spine when Friday falls on the 13th? The number 13, often relegated to the shadows, carries a weight heavier than its numerical value. It evokes a sense of unease, fear, and sometimes outright dread. But why? Why does this seemingly innocuous number elicit such a visceral reaction from people across the globe? The fear of the number 13, known as triskaidekaphobia, is a superstition that has haunted humanity for centuries. Its roots run deep, intertwined with ancient myths, religious beliefs, and cultural taboos. The aversion to 13 is so ingrained in our collective psyche that it has infiltrated various aspects of our lives, from architecture to popular culture. We avoid it on airplanes, in hotels, and even in our daily conversations. But where did this fear originate? To understand the superstition surrounding the number 13, we must journey back in time, delving into the annals of history and mythology. We must explore the cultural context and psychological mechanisms that have perpetuated this belief for generations. Only then can we begin to unravel the mystery behind the world's most feared number. One of the earliest references to the ill-fated nature of 13 can be found in Norse mythology. The story goes that 12 gods were gathered for a feast in Valhalla, the majestic hall of the slain. The god of mischief, Loki, was not initially invited. His absence, however, did not stop him. Loki arrived as the uninvited 13th guest. His presence disrupted the harmony of the gathering. The god Balder, beloved by all, was marked for death due to Loki's trickery. The feast descended into chaos and sorrow. This Norse tale cemented the association of the number 13 with misfortune and death. The Norse myth highlights the power of storytelling in shaping beliefs. The tale of Loki's intrusion served as a cautionary reminder of the dangers of disrupting balance and harmony. It became deeply ingrained in the cultural consciousness of the Norse people, influencing their perception of the number 13 for generations to come. Centuries later, the number 13 appeared again, this time intertwined with one of the most significant events in Christian tradition, the Last Supper. Jesus Christ shared his final meal with his 12 disciples, making 13 individuals at the table. Judas Iscariot, the disciple who betrayed Jesus, is often depicted as the 13th to arrive. The Last Supper, a pivotal moment in Christian history, became tragically linked with treachery and betrayal. This association cast a long shadow on the number 13. It became a symbol of ill omen, a harbinger of misfortune and suffering. The weight of religious significance amplified the fear associated with the number 13. It became a taboo, a reminder of the fragility of loyalty and the potential for darkness even in the most sacred of gatherings. The story of the Last Supper served as a cautionary tale, reinforcing the belief that the number 13 held a sinister power. During the Middle Ages, the fear of the number 13 further intensified with the rise of superstitions surrounding witchcraft. The number 13 was linked to covens, with some believing that 13 witches were required for a powerful spell. Friday, already considered an unlucky day, became irrevocably associated with 13, giving birth to the dreaded Friday the 13th. The medieval period was a time of great uncertainty and fear. Plagues ravaged Europe, wars tore apart nations, and religious persecution was rampant. In such a climate, superstitions flourished, providing a sense of control in a world seemingly ruled by chaos. The number 13, already tainted by earlier associations, became an easy target for these fears. The association of 13 with witchcraft cemented its place as a symbol of evil and misfortune. It became a self-fulfilling prophecy, with people attributing negative events to the mere presence of the number. Even today, Friday the 13th continues to evoke a sense of unease and apprehension in many cultures around the world. Section 5. Echoes of Misfortune, Modern Manifestations of Triskaidekaphobia. The fear of the number 13 has persisted into the modern era, finding expression in various aspects of our lives. Many buildings skip the 13th floor, airlines often omit row 13, and some couples even avoid getting married on the 13th of the month. These modern manifestations of triskaidekaphobia, while seemingly irrational, highlight the enduring power of superstition. One of the most well-known examples of 13's perceived unlucky nature involves the Apollo 13 mission. Launched on April 11, 1970, the mission experienced a catastrophic explosion on April 13th, crippling the spacecraft and putting the lives of the 3 astronauts on board in jeopardy. The events of Apollo 13, while ultimately a testament to human ingenuity and resilience, further fueled the belief in the curse of 13. Beyond specific incidents, the fear of 13 has also permeated popular culture. Countless horror films and novels feature the number prominently, reinforcing its association with danger and the unknown. This constant exposure to 13 as a symbol of fear serves to perpetuate the superstition, even among those who consider themselves rational and logical. Section 6. The Mind's Deception, Unraveling Superstition. From a scientific standpoint, there is no evidence to support the claim that the number 13 is inherently unlucky. The fear of 13 is a superstition, a belief that is not based on reason or evidence. It stems from a combination of cultural conditioning, cognitive biases, and psychological mechanisms. Confirmation bias, for example, plays a significant role in perpetuating superstitions. This cognitive bias leads us to seek out and interpret information in a way that confirms our existing beliefs, while ignoring evidence to the contrary. The human brain is wired to find patterns and make connections, even when none exist. This tendency, known as apophenia, can lead us to perceive meaning in random events, further reinforcing our beliefs in superstitions. Section 7. A number of fortune cultures, embracing 13. Interestingly, while 13 is widely feared in Western cultures, it is considered a lucky number in some parts of the world. In ancient Egypt, for instance, the number 13 represented the stages of life leading to death and rebirth, signifying transformation and completion. In China, the number 13 is associated with good fortune and prosperity, particularly in Cantonese culture where it sounds similar to the phrase definitely alive or sure to grow. These cultural variations in the perception of 13 demonstrate the subjective nature of superstition. What is considered lucky or unlucky is often dictated by cultural norms, religious beliefs, and historical events. The contrasting interpretations of 13 across cultures highlight the importance of cultural context in shaping our beliefs and perceptions. It serves as a reminder that what we consider truth can vary greatly depending on our upbringing and cultural background. Section 8. Beyond Belief, the Persistence of Superstition. Despite its irrationality, the fear of the number 13 persists in the 21st century. It continues to influence our behaviors, shape our choices, and permeate our collective consciousness. Why does superstition, in the face of reason and logic, continue to hold such sway over us? The answer may lie in the deep-seated human need for control and predictability. In a world often characterized by uncertainty and chaos, superstitions offer a sense of order, a way to make sense of the unexplainable. They provide a framework for understanding events, attributing meaning to randomness, and perhaps even influencing outcomes. Moreover, superstitions are often passed down through generations, becoming ingrained in our cultural fabric. They are woven into our stories, our rituals, and our everyday lives. This cultural transmission of beliefs, combined with our innate cognitive biases, makes it difficult to shake off even the most irrational of superstitions. Section 9. A Final Thought. The fear of the number 13, while seemingly irrational, offers a fascinating glimpse into the complexities of the human mind. It highlights the enduring power of superstition, the influence of culture on our beliefs, and the deep-seated human need for meaning and control. So, the next time you find yourself hesitating before entering a building with a missing 13th floor, or feeling a shiver run down your spine on Friday the 13th, remember this: the fear itself is more powerful than the number. It is a testament to the enduring power of the human mind to create meaning, even in the absence of evidence. What other seemingly irrational beliefs shape our perceptions and influence our actions? Perhaps by understanding the origins and mechanisms of superstition, we can begin to free ourselves from their grip and embrace a more rational and enlightened perspective of the world around us.